Okay, so in this lesson, you're going to learn a fun game called Pawn Wars. It's a great game for learning and practicing the first few rules about this chess piece called the pawn. Alright, so the way that this Pawn Wars game works is that it takes two people, just like a regular game of chess. One person is going to play the white pieces, and they're going to move their pawns this direction, trying to get one of their pawns across to the other side of the board. Your opponents get to sit over here, and they're going to move their pieces going this direction, trying to get one of their black pawns across to this side of the board. The first person to get one of their pawns onto the other side of the board wins. So the first rule to understand about how to move these pawns is that on a pawn's first turn away from their starting position, that they can choose to move either one square or they can move two squares. Now after a pawn is moved away from starting position, on their next turn they can only move one square forward at a time. So the last thing that you need to understand is how do your pawns capture or take an opponent's piece. And pawns capture in a different direction than they move. They capture by going one square diagonally. So at this setup, both pawns have made the double jump, and black just moved, so it's white's turn. And white can now choose to capture by moving one square diagonally to take place of that piece. They take place of the square, you take the piece, and you set it off to the side of the board for the game. That's called capturing. Now at that place, white didn't have to capture. White could have done several things. White could have chosen to move one square forward again, or white could have chosen to protect that pawn and moved a different pawn up to there. So now they just moved here, and it's black's turn. If black captures by moving one square diagonally, now on this move, white can capture that way. I'll just play a quick pawn war game and show you how someone can win. So white always moves first. Black then moves. Let's say white moves there and black captures. White moves there, and that's a bad mistake because black, instead of capturing, black can just go forward. Now white has to make a move. Black makes a move. White makes another move, and black just successfully got their pawn all the way across to the other side, so black wins the game. So that's all you need to know about how to play the Pawn Wars game. Go out and find a few friends to play with. You'll be really surprised at the different strategies that people use. Make sure you learn these few rules about the pawns for this lesson, and you'll be doing great. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you back here in the next video.